Okay. Is the PPT is visible?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Just a minute.
Sir, it's visible.
Visible, sir.
Okay. So in case of dealing with strategies, especially belong to significant because it is not possible to foresee the future. So without perfect foresight, the firm must ready to deal with uncertain events. As I told, in case of COVID-19 situations, we have faced so many type of disruption and resilience, especially belong to your supply chains and how the people are facing or they face a huge amount of or huge volume of problem during that segment. Not even people, even if company are facing those type of uncertainties due to this COVID-19 situation. So that is why after that thing, for example, during the whole period of lockdown, people are directly focused on online platform. In case of those who are belong to containment chain or in case of semi-containment chain, the thing is that in that case, whether they should go for online, especially reference to purchase of goods and purchase of different garment. In that case, company made a slightly customized the website in a such way they directly focus on these type of customers who are ready to buy this particular thing. Then moving to the next one, if you go to the next objective of strategy, strategy deals with long-term development rather than routine operations. As I told, most of the operation strategy or strategy should be implemented for long term. So that is why you do not focus on your routine operations. If you go to the fundamental things, it deals with the probability of innovations or new product or new method of productions or new market to be developed in the futures. That is why operational strategy is very much essential for launching new product, making new innovative product, and that should be developed new market in case of futures. Moving to the next objectives, in that case, if you go to the first next point, strategy is created to take into account that probable behavior of customer and competitors. The strategy dealing with employees will take the employees and behaviors. So in this case, I will tell, in India there are more number of cement industry are there, but across the cement industry, especially reference to state of Odisha, there are more number of competitors in that particular segments. Ultratech cement is there, Double Bull cement is there, your
Yes,
JK
sir.
Lakshmi cement
JSW, Dalmia.
Dalmia cement is there. But apart from those things, Dalmia or DSP Dalmia is lead the
Yes,
market. The thing is
yes,
that
sir.
due to his customized or due to his innovative technology, specially reference to different segment of cements. For example, for roof, they have the special kind of cement. For
DSP.
wall joining, they have the special kind of segment. In case of floor casting, they have the different kind of segment. Due to that things, they are also able to provide on the spot assistance regarding your concrete testings. So due to that things, this type of strategy directly dealing with the customer and predict the customer behavior regarding their product. Moving to the next point, strategy is a well-defined roadmap of organizations. It defines overall missions, vision, direction of organizations. So if you see the concept of Tesla Motors, which is like recently launched in case of India with the collaboration with Tata Group. So due to that collaboration with Tata Group with Tesla Motors, Tesla is very much enhanced in case of hybrid electric vehicles.
Electrical. Okay.
That is known as hybrid electric vehicles because,
Yes, sir.
but the thing is that it is happen in case of US road, but it is not happen in case of Indian road. If you see in case of rural area or semi-rural area or semi-urban area, it is difficult to run or difficult to recharge the battery of that particular vehicle. This is the biggest failure of that particular company. But the thing is that with the better collaboration, that is the strategy of Tesla Motors, they have directly collaborated with your Tata Motors and they made a particular research center. In that research center, they are directly focused on the potential customer of different metro cities. That is the vision and mission of Tesla Motors. Moving to the next one, the last objective. The objective of strategy is to maximize organization strength to minimize the strength of competitors. So that is why most of the company are using various type of strategy to beat the market, to sustain the market, to success in the market. Then moving to the next one, the different type of level of strategies. So we have three type of basics level of strategies there. One is your corporate level strategy, the second is business level strategy, and the last one is functional level strategy. In case of, we'll discuss one by one. In case of your, moving to the next one, the corporate level strategy. At the highest or the corporate level strategy provide long range guidance for the whole organizations. So basically the corporate level strategy, for example, in case of particularly software company, in that case, the whole company should be run in a long-term basis. And this, we consider the authorized guidance provided by the whole organization. That is known as corporate level strategy. If you go to the second point, what business should we be in? In that case, initially most of the software company are focusing on ATM machines, but now they are also providing on-the-spot assistance regarding various computer server also. Then moving to the next one, that is known as business level strategy. In case of, just go to the next one, just a minute. Yes, in case of business level strategy, here the concern with the product and the service that should be offered in the market and defined at corporate levels. That means how do we compete in the market? That part is provided by a business level strategy. In that case, suppose you are likely to introduce a new product in the market. That means you must go through the 3C report. That means the first C stand for competitor, the second C stand for customer, and the third C stand for companies. So by the help of this 3C analysis, you can easily analyze who are the competitors available in market and how and which way we can compete with that particular business against that number of competitors. Moving to the next one, that the last one, that is the known as functional level strategy. In case of this functional level strategy, this is where the function of business like your operation, marketing, finance, purchase, distribution, logistics, make a long range plan which support the competitive advantage being pursued by the business strategies. And if you go to the second point, how does the function contribute to the business strategies? That is the most important. So in this particular functional level strategy, if you compare between Milk Moo and your Homefed dairy, in that case, Milk Moo is just capturing and taking the competitive advantage against your Homefed. The thing is that they directly focus on operation, marketing, finance, purchase, distribution, your supply chain, as well as the logistics in a functional level strategy, and that will help to help to build a long range plan, which will support more amount of competitive advantage against their competitors. Till that, any doubt from your side, anyone?
Sir, can you
No,
repeat the corporate level strategy?
Okay, in case of corporate level, just a minute, we'll go to that slide. So in case of corporate levels, at highest or corporate level strategy provide long range guidance. So most of the corporate level, for example, in case of, to take any example, suppose you provide me the company, I will tell how the corporate level strategy will implement. You tell the name of companies.
Sir, Reliance.
Okay. Suppose you are you take the example of Reliance. In case of Reliance, as you know, Reliance is recently captured the whole stake of Future Group. Clear?
Yes, sir.
That is the corporate level strategy for long range guidance. Because if Reliance will not take the stake of Future Group, then after the Walmart is the only one company, he can rule the whole world in case of your FMCG, or in case of retail, or in case of a mall strategy, or you can say that is the shopping mall strategies. Clear? So that is why
Yes, sir.
these type of strategies should be implemented for long term as per the guidance of the top level of management. Or here it is written the long run guidance for the whole organization. That is why Reliance is directly taking the Future Group from Adani, sorry, from BNA, who sell the
Yes, sir.
whole the stock of that. That means what is the business we should be in. So that is the strategy or corporate level strategy thinking by Mukesh Ambani and his senior most executive. That is why they directly focus on retail market. Clear? Moving to the
Yes.
next one. The next one is we are discussing about different strategy. Now the main topic is that is the operation strategy. If you go to the strategy, it is the total pattern of decisions. Basically, operation strategy deals with decisions which shape the long-term capability of any type of operations. Their contribution to overall strategy through the reconciliations, that is known as restoration of friendly relation of market requirement with operation resource. In simple form, the operational strategy is directly concerned with decisions, which is applicable for long term, and it contribute overall strategy of a particular organizations dealing with the market requirement. I repeat, operational strategy, it's a decision making for long-term capabilities and contribute the overall strategy for the organizations for the market requirements. So if you go to second point, the operational strategy involve decisions that relate to specification, design of product or services, or you can say that is the design of production process, even if infrastructure need to support the process. The role of inventory also process and locating also the process. So here they in the second point it is tell about the whole organization where they can directly focus on specification of your product, then design of your product and your service of your product. The next is production of your designs process, then infrastructure basically required for the production activities, and the partially or indirectly associated with the process, and the role of inventory is very much important in that particular process where you look at in the organizations. So this is known as operational strategy. In simple term, operational strategy is a total pattern of decision provided by the organization for long-term capacities. Moving to the next one. So in case of your operation strategy is concerned with that is the you can say that is reconciliations of market requirement and operation resources. It does this by satisfying the market requirement, that is known as measurement or measured by the competitive factors, by setting appropriate performance objective for operations. And the last one is taking decision on deployment of operation resources which affect the performance objective for the operations. I repeat, for example, in case of establishment of or initiation of new organizations. For new organizations, you required a huge amount of capitals, and after getting the capitals, you arrange your capacity. That is, man, machine, material should be arranged in a proper way. Then, after you taking the decision as per the top authorities, and that should be deployed to various type of operation resources which affect the performance of your operations. It is referred to the project organizations, or you can take the example of other organizations who have the existing facilities. So that is why in that existing facilities, it is their duty to satisfy the market requirement by setting appropriate performance objectives. So what are the performance objectives? They go for the process. If the process have some lacuna in that case, or process is lacking to go for quality of product, in that case they have to customize the process in a such a way that process will enhance to produce a quality of output. The next part is if you face any kind of difficulties in case of your distributions. So basically distribution is done through various mode in case of roadways, or in case of railways, or in case of airways. So suppose if you reduce the cost of distribution or cost of logistics, in that case, you directly focus on setting the performance objective of logistics. In that case, you do focus on the mode of carrier or selection of carrier. And the next part is that the cost of wages, the cost of maintenance of that particular vehicle, that should be also optimized. In this regard, you must consider about the lead time, especially reference to delivery. After that, the most important thing is timely deliver. If you deliver timely, you must satisfy the market requirement in that way. So that is the one part, or you can say that is the main focus area. Whenever you go for operational strategy, that means you satisfying the market requirement and taking decision for a long term period. Moving to the next one. So here the typical example also. So suppose in case of operation strategy, specially reference to strategy process. In case of strategy process, first one is customer needs. In case of customer needs, that generate a demand information. That demand information directly goes to your corporate strategy, and corporate strategy directly forward to that information to operation strategy. In case of operation strategy, here the most you can say that is they are taking the decision on deploying the operation resources. In that process or in this step, decision process and infrastructure. I repeat, in this particular step, the industry or the organization directly focus on decision related to processes and infrastructures. So if you take the example point of view, for example, customer demand more product. And as far as concerned with increased organization size, which is directly referred to your corporate strategies. Then in case of increased production capacity, it is referred to your operation strategy. The next part is the decision is directly build a new factory. So this is the output of your operation strategy. I repeat, in case of customer is increase the demand, that means increase the organizations. That means increase the production capacity. And final result is building new factory or expand the factory. In such a way you can fulfill that demand. That is the output of operation strategy. Then the next part is that if you go to next one, the operation strategy or operation management contribution to strategies. So how the operation management or they will involve in strategy decision making. The first one is your operation decision is convert to strategy used, and that strategy is directly enhance your competitive edge against number of competitors. So in case of operation decision, basically these components are include starting from product, quality, process, location, layout, human resource, supply chain, inventory, scheduling, and the last one is maintenance. The whenever you take decision or you take some decision related to these operational activities, it directly use some strategies. What kind of strategy? Flexibility in case of your supply chain, flexibility in case of your locations, flexibility in case of your process, flexibility in case of your quality. The next part, if you consider in case of low cost the price of product, low cost in case of supply chain, low cost involved in case of your inventory. Moving to the next one. The next one is delivery strategy. The delivery strategy that you have to enhance the supply chain activities. The next, after sales service, you have to go for better location and layout. So these are the strategies basically used against your operation decision. And what are the output? The output are the differentiation, or there is the competitive advantage or basic differentiation between number of multinational companies. So if you go to the lower cost, it should be acceptable by any range of customers. And if it is accepted by any range of customer, it provides more number of responses and build up more number of potential customers. These are the basic contribution of operation management towards your operation strategy. Moving to the next one. The next one is element of operation strategies. So there are basically 6 element or component is there. First one is position or positioning the production systems. So basically the production system consists of input and conversion system and outputs. That means you have to properly or suitably arrange the layout and location in a such a way you can be enhance or efficiently produce more amount of product. The next part is focus of factory and service facilities. So why focus on service facility? As I told, due to response from potential customers, it is very much you can say it is sales after services implement for providing more amount of customer satisfaction. That is why most of the company, for example, in case of your air conditioning companies, for example, in case of automobile companies, they are providing more amount of service facilities. The next one is product process or product or service design and development. So whenever you compete or you have already conquered the market and you are just begin the last stage of your product life cycle, that is decline stage. In that stage, you likely to introduce new product in the market. If you take the example of Colgate toothpaste segment, Lifebuoy soap segment, They rapidly change the design because it is a premier brand which is used since 4 to 5 decades, and still the brand is success in the market, sustained in the market due to rapidly changing design and development. The fourth one is technology selection and process development. For upgradation of design and development, you need to switch on towards a new technology, new method, new process. So that is why most of the company are used some articulated robot, even if they employed some automated guide vehicles, some loading unloading equipments in their process, and to adopt new technology, especially reference to product and services. The fifth one is allocation of resources to the strategy alternatives. Most of the cases, we are just allocate the different resources to enhance product and service as well as providing service facilities. But the thing is that if you think about it strategically, or if you take the strategy alternatively, in that case, allocation of resources, whether should be a manpower or a considering the member of a or a team of a manpower or a group of machines, or we consider it is a quality of raw materials. In that case, the allocation is very much important as far as concerning the production system, providing service facilities, design and development also. The last one is facility planning. In case of facility planning, you have to arrange the storing area, or you can say it is the arranging warehouse. You can perform loading, unloading activities and proper way of distributions, using proper channel of distributions, then arrange different type of logistics agencies or logistics mode. In that case, you can be provide, or you can be enhance your facility planning in such a way that you directly focus on operational strategy for growing your business or stay competitive or advantage against more number of competitors. So till date, any doubt from your side, anyone?
Excuse
No.
me, sir.
Yes.
Sir, positioning the production system.
So this means you have to that is you can say that is initiation of a organization, newly start a particular project. So you have to choose the proper you can say these locations. That means you have directly go for positionings. After
Yes,
the
sir.
layout, or you have to arrange the manpower or machine in a such a that you will enhance the production activities. Here.
Yes, sir.
So I will go to the next one. Just a minute. Just a minute. So here is a typical example of your operation strategy example. For example, Amazon. So once known for books, initially Amazon is introduced for initiation its business by selling books. But nowadays Amazon is now known for go-to platform online shopper for any product. Its distribution network is widely touted and even included and expanded with drone deliveries. So that is the strategy adopted during COVID-19. Most of the cases, especially reference to your UK or US, they are delivering the product through the drone. So that is the strategy to stay connected with their potential customers. Similarly, if you go to second example, Apple computers, in that case, Apple is long recognized in case of operation circles for its operational excellence and supply chain management. As you know, most of the Apple phones and computers are assembled in China, but due to this COVID-19 situation, he directly removed his project from China, and they even focus on Indian and some Asian country for developing the computer devices, even if it have, even in case of
Yes, sir.
mobile.
Assembling factory.
Yes, yes. Similarly, we have already discussed about Walmart, the world biggest FMCG market or retail market. Uh, but in case of India, the Walmart is facing more problem due to Reliance occupied your future group. So this retailing giant managed to undercut many competitor on the price and variety of range of product. So, in some cases, especially reference to art and craft, few number of sellers are registered a case against Walmart because due to this lower price of, especially reference to grain, especially reference to agri product, and even especially reference to FMCG product. Similarly, in case of your FedEx made speed of delivery that is called calling card and achieving with excellence operations. So in that case, they made special type of cartoon. In that cartoon, you can directly pour your asset to send to one place to other place. And whenever you use this calling card barcode, it should be delivered within 48 hours within your country, and as well as you can directly import or export to any other countries by the help of FedEx. Then moving to the next one, these are the few examples. Moving to the next examples, here you can take the best example in case of Walmart for long-term capability, especially in reference to your operation strategy. So if you go to the first one, because operation strategy implement for long-term capability, especially reference to operation planning process decisions. So in case of Walmart, if you go to the mission, they provide the value for our customers. That is the mission of Walmart. And who are the competitive or competitive priority? They always reduce the price of their product every day. That is the strategy of Walmart. The next is, if you go to the operational strategy point of view, they maintain low or they arrange low inventory levels and short flow times. The next is, in case of operation structure or operation facilities, they link the communication between stores or different type of retail house. In that case, the fast transportation system they are basically used. Moving to the next one, in case of enabling process and technology, they are using EDA connectivity or satellite connectivity. But just think about this particular process, they are focusing on cross-docking. Cross-docking basically used in case of FCA go down. So basically what happens in case of FCA go down, cross-docking is concerned or directly deal with warehouse, where in that case they are directly collect different segment, and for different segment they have arranged different type of bay. And in that particular bay, the truck should be directly go to that particular bay, and loading unloading activities is concerned on that particular places. So basically cross-docking is directly applicable to port area. For example, in case of Paradip port, for example, in case of Dhamra port, and in that area they focus on local lessons. What local lesson? For loading unloading activities, for involvement of different level of peoples, and they also hire some third-party agency for outsource of more amount of manpower. So these are the operational strategy policies, starting from mission, then competitive priorities, then operation strategy, then operation structure, then enabling the process and technology. If you combine those things, starting from mission to enabling the process and technology, it provides a wide range of operation strategy for long term. So similarly, if you take in that case special reference to JARA, clear? So JARA, the mission is that they never go for reduce the price every day, but the thing is that they produce a new design in every day. So around 1200 number of new design will be appear in case of JARA. But if you think about their operation or corporate level strategy, in that case, what will happen? Basically, they do not go for advertise. The percentage of advertise is, or in that case, the capital investment in case for advertise, that is 0%. So that is why they are used different mode of transportations. You can order in case of JARA, it will be available around 48 hours, or it took around 48 hours to reach any place across the world. And they are the only one government industry they introduced your that is known as barcode, or even if your that is RFID tag, radio frequency identification tag. It is easy to track the government how the government will move from one store to other store, and they easily track the activities whenever they go for delivery activities. So moving to the next one. Then the next important part, that is innovation and operation discipline. So in case of operation discipline, if you think about discipline, is a critical but challenging step towards operational excellence. So how the discipline will be enhanced, the operational disciplines? It is not unusual to confuse operational excellence with operational discipline. Well, two are closely linked. I repeat, operational excellence and operational decisions or discipline are closely related. But indeed, the former cannot be realized with latter. Operational discipline is but only one important component among other to journey for the operational excellence. For example, the due point sustainable solutions define operational discipline and deeply rooted, dedicated for commitment of every member of the organization. So basically, as I told, key operation strategy is basically implement for long-term capabilities, especially reference to your operation strategy planning. For operation strategy planning, you need to stabilize your, or you need to customize your operational discipline in a such a way that should be lead towards operational excellence. For example, Flipkart have two type of product. As you know, in case of Flipkart, there are infinitive number of sellers are there, so it is difficult to conduct. We can say that is sample testings, especially reference to Flipkart on assured product. So that is why they have arranged their operational discipline in such a way that whenever they receive on assured product, in that case, initially they directly tear the cartoon box. That is the first step, or you can know that is they generally receive the product. After receiving the product, they just tear the cartoon box, and if you found the product, or if the product is safe, or the product is on, you can say it is on good condition, after that they will directly send for testings. For example, in case of mobiles, in case of screen is damaged, they directly reject a particular product from the sellers, and seller are bound to provide the replacement in that case. So that operational excellence, starting from receivings, then the checkings, then quality checks, then again packagings, then putting their own logo, then providing barcode, and finally go to the dispatch unit, from dispatch unit to number of destinations. So these are the discipline processes or operational disciplines. So these disciplines are lead towards operational excellence. And for that discipline, that is the particular due point Bradley curve basically used. I repeat, due point Bradley curve basically used to define operational discipline. In that thing, deeply rooted, dedicated, and committed by every member of organization to carry out each task at the right way and every times. For example, in case of Mumbai Dabbawala, they perform their duty in such a way that they distribute in a such a way that there is no particular error to be occur. Same concept, or you can say that is the Six Sigma point. But in case of due point Bradley sustainable solution, which is basically described by a particular curve. In the next class, I will discuss that one. But the thing is that they will define, or they will committed every member of organization to carry out their each task without any particular errors, and that lead towards your operational discipline. Again, this operational discipline is a journey to your operational excellence. That whenever you implement operation strategy, the operational discipline is very much important as far as concerned. The next part is innovations. So moving to the, that's all from my side. Any doubt from your side, anyone? Sangram.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
I told this supply chain management and your operation. I just repeat this one. These are the two theory papers. Okay, if you calculate the numerical point of view, only 5 to 2%, 2 to 5% there is numericals, and they are very much simple numericals. But in case of campus interview, or if you ask your seniors, especially reference to Nimbus logistics, they will ask about those numericals. क्लियर निम्बस लॉजिस्टिक जब आया था कंपनी, इस कंपनी में ये सब क्वेश्चन पूछा गया था. So be ready for that type of case studies, especially belong to supply chain as well as especially belong to operational strategy. But the thing is that you people are just involve yourself in this particular subject because you are already taking operation specializations. In that case, as you know, operation is the backbone of any industry, whether it should be a bank industry or whether it should be a service industry or whether it should be a product oriented industry. That's all from my side. If you are unable to understand any subject or any sentence in that during any presentation or any class hour, you can directly ask me. Clear? Chinu Naik.
Yes, sir.
अरे वीडियो ऑन कर, बहुत दिन पर देखा हुआ कौन मतलब माने तो ये कुछ सो ऑन करो. ओके संग्राम, शाबाश.